and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game, so find as many people to play as possible. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's play. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. About 26 people die in elevators in the U.S. each year. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. Humans and beavers are the only animals that produce earwax. After losing a bet, Tom Hanks must work as a Chili's bartender once a year. The number 666-6666 sold for $2.7 million at auction. A suit with 5 buttons used to be an indication that the wearer was single. Hitler had a chronic flatulence problem. Eddie Murphy has a golden statue of Donkey from Shrek in his backyard. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1. Here are your new fact categories. Kiwis used to be called melonets. Scientists genetically engineered a hamster to be a living purse. Icelandic roads are rerouted to avoid suspected elf dwellings. There are only 4 acceptable shapes for McDonald's McNuggets. Neil Young has a pet turkey named Horace. A group of squid is known as a whoopee. In an episode of Boy Meets World, Hasselhoff voiced Mr. Feeney's car. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is names of Salvador Dali paintings. Which of these are really the names of Salvador Dali paintings? And which ones did we make up? Self-portrait of the nude crusader, Humphrey Bogart. Pablo Picasso's breast served on a plate without the plate. The eternal home of St. Peter lit by neon giraffes. The Great Masturbator. Shirley Temple, the youngest, most sacred monster of the cinema in her time. Melting clocks on cliffs. Debris of an automobile giving birth to a blind horse fighting a telephone. Let's see the final scores.
Okay, we are on.
I'm sorry, but these wrong answer of the game sponsors, these can't be real, yes? They're absurd. Look, if the price tag is high enough, I'll say whatever the hell you want, but I mean, come on.
Do you think you can cover just the last half of my shift for me?
Yeah, like, you mean, like, 4 hours?
Yeah, That'd be great. All you have to do is just check IDs when people come in, and if anyone's rowdy, just cuff them and put them in our holding cell.
Oh, okay. I'm like 105 pounds and I'm 5'2".
Yeah, that's great. Here's some handcuffs. Here's some mace. Well, it's a mace bottle. I've used most of it for, spraying on food, so it's empty, but people do still react to it when you pull it out.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. You two are going head-to-head, huh? Try not to hurt yourselves. Everybody's got their screws. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. All right, here we go.
Get ready, time for question. One.
To begin with, Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Player 1. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Player 2. Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Here we have, his acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Player 2, clock's a ticking. Player 1. Hate to disappoint you, but wait, no I don't. Watch how easy this is. The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
And on its way, brought to you by the letter Unibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Player 2, do something. Player 1. Ready for this? Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! And yet, none of them have ever blinked. Open wide for Duck, Duck, Swan. Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Player 2. Excuse me. Player 1. Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college.
5 fingers!
Coming up next, the man in the backwards yellow hat, and it's a dis or dat. Player 1. Go ahead and take this dis or dat. See if you can increase your cash a bit. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Player 2. Choose your answer before Player 1, and if Player 1 gets it wrong and you get it right, that cash is yours. Alright, let's get started. Broke his leg falling from... Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. Egged a house. Got high on ether. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. Ew, baby, 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 ew. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That'll wrap up round 1. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. And keep in mind, our wrong answer to the game is still out there waiting to be picked. Alright, let's get back to it. Say hello to Dumber and Dumberer 2. So, there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Players 1 and 2. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Coming up, let it go, let it go, let it go! At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Player 1. You may not know how temperatures work. Player 2. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah blah blah, he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Take a stab at Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus. Player 1. Get out of here! Seriously, get out of here. Player 2. That answer has a hole in it. Smart people choose this. Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born, probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. And now, wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Player 1, what? Player 2? This is gonna hurt. Player 1. Really? Correct answer, show yourself. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. It's time for I Wanna Lick and Roll All Night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep? Player 2, watch the tongue. Players 1 and 2. Next time, try this. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that... Oh, do you need to be somewhere? My mistake. Here's your clue. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. Player 1's got it! Well, Player 1, you ended up with more cash than Player 2, but since both of you ended up below 0, you owe me money. I'll accept checks or money orders made out to...
You don't know Jack!
I am Cookie Masterson, and I shaved my nipples for this, so let's hurry before it grows back. Like, we need to get moving now. So, do you two know each other, or has one of you been kidnapped? Everyone's got a nice little screw. Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and don't worry, I'm a certified public video game host. This is all legit. It looks like a two-person game. Sounds good. This way I can phone it in. Let's do this. This is round one, and that means you get 500 points for fooling your opponent with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. Select a category. Okay, here's your first question. Pantherophobia is the constant fear of your blank. Now use your device to enter a bluff that you think will fool your opponent into thinking it's true. If you can't think of anything in time, use the Lie For Me button for half the points. Do it now! Use a suggestion if you... Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and enter it on your device. Let's see what everybody selected. Well, don't you feel foolish? And that means this lie didn't get picked. All right, pick a category. Okay, here's the question. Chad Orzel wrote the book How to Teach Blank to Your Dog. Type in your lies now. All right, where's the truth? Okay, what did everyone pick? Then maybe your dog can teach physics to me. And that means... time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. A man from Enniskillen, Northern Ireland, was sentenced to 3 months in prison for a fire he started while trying to turn blank into gold. Enter your lies now. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. All right, who picked what? Yet nobody has ever arrested Rob Schneider. Hey-o! And that means some of these didn't get picked. Now it's round 2, where all point values are doubled. Let's do it. All right, pick a category. No, that's okay. I've got it. Okay, here's the question. It's time for a road trip. When in Port Vila, Vanuatu, be sure to check out their post office, which is unusual because it is blank. Type in your lies now. Okay, which one's the truth? Okay, let's take a look. Unlike American post offices that are just metaphorically underwater. And nobody picked the other lies up there. Select a category. Okay, here's the question. According to a Chinese myth, if a vampire comes across a sack of rice, he must blank. Enter your lies now. Okay, here are your choices. All right, let's see what everybody picked. And if they come across Anne Rice, they have to thank her for making them popular. And we're done. time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. Cambridge University economist Ha-Joon Chang holds an unpopular opinion. He insists that the blank changed the world more than the internet. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. Okay, let's take a look. And that's it. Nobody else's lies got picked. Welcome to the final fibbage. This is your final question, and it's worth triple. It's anybody's game. Okay, here is your final fibbage question. Jimmy Hoffa's unusual middle name. Enter your lies now. Okay, which one's the truth? Okay, what did everyone pick? And the rest of the board goes unselected.